The purpose of this video is to prepare you for your Social Security disability claim. It's important for you to know that the preparation for your claim began when you first contacted the law office. You came to the office and provided information and medical releases from which the office determined a strategy to get your benefits. The office has written and compiled and sent to the Social Security Administration a complete medical history. The office has also considered using other experts. I like to say that 90% of your claim has already been completed before you go to the hearing. The last step in your process is to actually go to the hearing. Now, I'd like for you to hear from retired Social Security Administration Judge Bruce McCardle. Judge McCardle has heard over 14,000 Social Security disability cases.
The hearing is not only the final step in the evaluation of your case, it is also the most significant, because this will be the first time you've had an opportunity to actually appear before anyone and tell them why you believe you are disabled. The administrative law judge will already be familiar with your medical evidence, but he wants to hear why you feel you are unable to work, what your symptoms are, and what you can and cannot do. Based upon hearing this, he will make a determination as to your believability and your credibility, and then, considering that and the medical evidence, he will make a decision as to your eligibility. Upon your arrival at the Office of Hearing and Appeals, you'll be met by a security guard who will give you a search similar to that occurs at the airports throughout the nation. Upon entering the building, do not be alarmed if you don't see your attorney immediately. He may be present in another hearing with another client, but in any event, you can be assured that the attorney will be present approximately a half an hour prior to the time schedule for the hearing.
Once your case is called, your attorney will take you back into a hearing office. In that office will be a judge and a court reporter. The court reporter will be taping everything that goes on in the hearing. There may also be a medical expert or a vocational expert that the judge may call to assist him in making the determination about your hearing. First, the judge will ask you whether or not your lawyer has discussed the nature of the claim. He'll ask you some other formalities. Following that, either your lawyer or the judge will ask you a lot of general questions. They'll ask you about you, your work history, where you live, and they will finally conclude with why you think that you can no longer work in a job in the national economy.
The most important factor in the determination as to whether you are disabled or not, and this is to be made by the administrative law judge, is what can you do and what can you not do because of your medical problems. In the more than 14,000 cases that I decided as an administrative law judge, it was very important that the claimant state all of the symptoms that they have and not understate them, state them believably, and do not exaggerate them. It would be my opinion and my suggestion that the most reasonable way is to state what's actually happening to you. Don't try to embellish it. Don't try to make it more than it is. Make it believable, but don't leave anything out. The hearing itself is very informal. It's more or less like sitting around a table and having a conversation. Most of the questions that you are asked will be presented by your representative, who will have asked you these questions on several occasions. The judge may also have a few questions for you, but probably not many. The point here is that you should remain calm and not be nervous, not worry about the hearing. It is not going to be anything that will be upsetting. Everybody will be pleasant, and you should be just relaxed.
Sometimes the judge will decide your case at the end of the hearing. Most of the time it will take at least 60 days, and in some cases it's taken as long as a year. It depends upon the judge. After that, it will take another 90 days before your benefits will begin. The attorney will meet briefly with you before the hearing to answer any other questions or concerns that you may have about your case. It's important that you dress nicely. Get a map from one of the office staff if you need directions as to how to get to the office. The office has confidence in your case. However, no case is a sure thing. We do assure you that we will do everything possible, though, to get the benefits that you deserve.